After 25 years of negotiations, on January 17th, the agreement with Mercosur is expected to be signed. That is, a free trade pact between the European Union and Uruguay, Paraguay, Argentina, and Brazil. Bolivia, for the time being, is excluded because it hasn't harmonized its customs regulations. So, to put it simply, the two blocs will be able to sell their food and goods without having to pay tariffs, as they're going to remove 90% of them. But look at this map. There you see in red the European nations that have voted against this treaty. Oh my god, why? Well, I'm going to tell you the arguments that both sides give for or against this agreement. I'll give you both versions, and then you decide, as I always do, because I'm not taking sides, I'm just the messenger, damn it. Okay, in this video, I'm going to explain the 10 key points in favor. First, tariffs are eliminated, allowing companies on both sides to sell their goods at a lower price, making them more competitive. Consequently, their potential customer base has multiplied overnight. Secondly, not to mention that construction companies, telecommunications firms, and banks from all sectors will be able to compete on equal terms when pursuing public contracts. Thirdly, given the hegemony of the United States and China, this creates a third way, allowing all signatory countries to reduce their dependence on the two giants, as they'll be able to exchange raw materials without Trump or Xi Jinping sticking their noses in. 350 European products will have their designation of origin protected, so that it is illegal for local producers in South America to make or sell imitations. This would include champagne, Parma ham, Rioja wines, and so on. Fifth, this is a revolution for South American agriculture, which always produces in bulk for sale, but until now, exporting to Europe was so costly, it wasn't worth it. Sixth, not to mention that South American farmers will be able to buy European machinery and technology, modernizing irrigation, chemicals, harvesters, and so on. Something that will ultimately mean reducing production costs, and thus having more competitive prices, not only with Europe, but within your own territory and with any other country you wish to sell food to. Seventh, you know Europe is extremely strict on environmental issues, right? Well, with this pact, it manages to heavily influence Mercosur, which will practically have to align with climate commitments. South American countries will receive a maximum injection of European capital. As with a formal agreement, companies from the old continent will have more assurance that nothing unusual will occur. Ninth, it is expected that the labor and health standards existing in Europe will influence and gradually become established in Mercosur. And 10th, for European consumers, the price of basic foods like meat, fruit, and sweets, like chocolate, would drop significantly with the entry of South American producers. And that's pretty much it. Are you convinced? Well, I'll see you in the next video where I'll tell you the negative points so you can understand the whole situation. Son mépitos